Sairam Chapter 12. Sai Leela's experiences of Kaka Mahajani, Dhumal leader, pleader, Mrs. Nimonkar, Gule Sastri, a doctor. Now, let's see in this chapter how devotees are received and treated by Baba. Saints' mission. We have seen before that the purpose or object of divine incarnation is to protect the good and destroy the wicked. But the missions of the saint is quite different. To them, the good and the wicked are the same. Firstly, they draw the evildoers and set them on right path. They are the Agasti to destroy the Bhavasagar, or the sun to destroy the darkness of ignorance. The God dwells in the saints. In fact, they are not different from him. Sai is one of these, who incarnated for the welfare of his devotees, supreme in knowledge and surrounded with divine aura. He loved all beings equally. He was unattached. Foes and friends, kings and paupers, all were same to him. Here is prowess. For the sake of devotees, he gave his talk of merits and was ever altered to help them. But the devotees could never approach him unless he meant to receive them. If their appointment did not come, they did not remember Baba, and his leelas could not reach their ears. Then, how could they think of seeing him? Some men desired to see Saibaba, but they could not get any opportunity of taking his darshan till his Mahasamadhi. There are such persons who desire for Baba's darshan was not thus satisfied. If these persons, believing in him, listen to his leelas, their quest for darshan will be to a great extent satisfied by his leelas. Even if some persons went there by sheer luck and took Baba's darshan, were they able to stay there longer? No, nobody could go there of his own accord, and nobody could stay there longer. If he did not wish so, they could not stay there as long as Baba permitted them to stay and had to leave this place when asked to do so by him. So, everything depended on Baba's divine will. Kaka Mahajani. Once Kaka Mahajani went to Shirdi from Mumbai. He wanted to stay there for a week and enjoy the Gokula Ashtami. As soon as he took Baba's darshan, Baba replied him, "When are you returning home?" He was rather surprised at this question, but he had to give an answer. He said that he would go home when he ordered him to do so. Then Baba said, "Go tomorrow." Baba's word was law and he had to be obeyed. Kaka Mahajani therefore left Shirdi immediately. When he went to his office in Mumbai, found his employer anxiously waiting for him. His Munim manager suddenly fell ill. Hence, Kaka's presence was absolutely necessary. He had sent a letter to Kaka at Shirdi, which was redirected him at Mumbai to Sahib Domal. Now listen to another story. Once Babu Sahib Domal was going to Nepal for a case. On the way, he came to Shirdi, took Baba's darshan and wanted to proceed to Nepal immediately. But Baba did not permit him to do so. He made him stay at Shirdi a week or more. In the meanwhile, the magistrate at Nepal suffered intensely from pain in his abdomen, and the case was adjourned. Mr. Dumal was then allowed to go to and attend his case. It went on for some months and was tried by 4 magistrates. Ultimately, Mr. Dumal won the case and his client was acquitted. Monkar, Mr. Nana Sahib Nimonkar, Watandar of Nimon and honorary magistrate, was staying at Shirdi with his wife. They were spending Masjid with Baba and serving him. It so happened that their son fell ill at Belapur, and the mother decided, with Baba's consent, to go to Belapur and see her son and other relatives and stay there for few days. But Mr. Nana Sahib asked her to return the next day. The lady was in a fix and did not know what to do. But her god Sai came to her help. While leaving Shirdi, she went to Baba, who was standing in front of Sateswada with Mr. Nana Sahib and others, and fell at his feet and asked his permission to go. Baba said to her, "Go quickly, be calm and unperturbed. Stay comfortably at Belapur for 4 days. See all your relatives and then return to Shirdi." How opportunate were Baba's words! Mr. Nana Sahib's proposal was overruled by Baba's decree. Mule Shastri of Nasik and Orthodox Agnihotri Brahmin of Nasik, Mule Shastri, who had studied the 6 Shastras and was well versed in astrology and palmistry, once came to Shirdi to see Mr. Bapu Saheb Bhuti, the famous millionaire of Nagpur. After seeing him, he and others went to see Baba in the masjid. Baba bought various fruits and other things from vendors with his own money and distributed them to the people. present in the masjid. Baba used to press the mango on all other sides so skillfully that when Baba sucked it, he got all pulp at once in his mouth and could throw away the seed. Plantains were peeled off by Baba and pulp were distributed to the devotees, while the skins were retained by Baba for himself. Mule Shastri has abomished, wanted to examine Baba's palm and asked him to extend his hand. Baba ignored his request and gave 4 plantains to him. Then they all returned to Vada and Mule Shastri bathed 4 fresh cloths and started his routine duties with Agnihotra, etc. Then Baba, as usual, started for Lendi and said, "Take some keru, that is, red substances used to dye clothes. Dye clothes in the saffron color. We shall today don saffron colored cloth." None understood what Baba meant. Then after some time, when Baba returned and preparations for the noon Aarti were being made, Bapu Sahib asked Mule Shastri whether he would accompany him for Aarti. He replied that he would see Baba in the afternoon. Baba sat on his seat, was worshipped by his devotees, and Aarti commenced. Then Baba said, "Get some dakshina from new Brahmin." Bhuti himself went to Vada to get the dakshina, and when he gave Baba's message to Mule Shastri, he was sorely perplexed. He thought in his mind thus, "I am a pure Agnihotri Brahmin. Why should I pay dakshina? Baba might be a great saint. I am not his dependent. But since a great saint like Sai Baba was asking for dakshina through a millennial acquittage doctor, once a Mamledar came to Shirdi with a doctor friend of his. The doctor said that his deity was Lord Rama and that he would not bow before a Muslim, and so he was unwilling to go to Shirdi. The Mamledar replied that nobody pressed him to go down, so he should come and give the pleasure of his company. Accordingly, they reached Shirdi and went to Masjid for Baba's darshan. All were wonder-struck to see the doctor going ahead and saluting Baba. They asked him how he forgot his resolve and bowed down to a Mussulman. Then the doctor replied that he saw his beloved deity, Lord Rama, on the seat and therefore prostrated himself before him. Then, as he was saying this, he again saw Sai Baba there. Being dismayed, he again said, "Is this dream? How could he be a Muslim? He is great Yoga Sampanna, full of yogic avatar. Next day, he made a vow and began to fast. He absented himself from the masjid, resolving not to go there until Baba blessed him. 3 days passed, and on the fourth day, a close friend of his from Kandesh turned up, and with him he went to masjid for Baba's darshan. After the salutations, Baba asked him whether anybody had gone to call him, so that he had come. Hearing this vital question, the doctor was moved. The same night, he was blessed by Baba, and he experienced the bliss supreme in his sleep. Then he left for his town, where he remained in the same state for a fortnight. Thus, his devotion for Saibaba increased manifold. The moral of all stories mentioned above, especially that of Mule Shastri, is this: that we should have firm faith in our Guru and no one else. More Leelas of Sai Baba will be described in the next chapter. Bow to Sri Sai, be to all. Peace be to all. Thank you, Sai Baba, for giving me this opportunity. Jai Sairam.